going on, but also a growing awareness and publicity. Let us now go to Daniela Walls. She is, as you know from previous broadcasts, the president of the Tax Wall Street Party. And Daniela, what I think we probably ought to do is just a quick overview, sort of your take on the success of the Tax Wall Street Party in the recent elections, and then on to some more ideas about how to help Reverend Pinckney, which is also to help all of us who want to live in a government of laws rather than a reign of terror.
Hello, Webster. Sure. Let me get into what we've done so far, and then get into how the party is mobilizing for Reverend Pinckney. So we can start by what we've learned so far. And the big thing I guess we've learned is that the program works. The program has mass traction. We say that we have mass traction economic demands, and we do. I can see it. I could see it both on the ground in Nebraska and in Napa and in New York. When I spoke to people, sometimes people were too busy to stop, but every time they did stop and gave me a minute, the response was unanimous. I saw it firsthand on the streets from rural Nebraska, New York to Napa. California, the program is a winner. The average person on the street, I found, couldn't care less about campaign finance reform, radical environmentalism, or even, reproductive rights and guns, all the stuff that the media wants us to believe. They want a few things. They want a good job, a better standard of living, a secure retirement, a better future for their kids, including they especially want their kids to go to college, and they're happy to put everything else on the back burner for these goals. So this last year with the campaigns, we had to improvise everything. I'm really proud of what we learned. We learned how to run candidates for federal office. That's a big accomplishment. We're super proud of what we accomplished. We now understand the legal requirements to run for office, how to get on a ballot, how to train petitioners. We know how to get press. We know how to market a campaign. With some of these processes in our first year, we did this, and we did some of these things, Webster, better than mainstream Democrats and the GOP. For example, our websites and our printed material was quantitatively far superior. So right now the party is experiencing a sort of, if you build it, they will come. Candidates are coming forward from all of our 50 states. I have a map on the wall in my house now that I'm pinning names to. And I've said this before, I think, well, we've talked about it, but there are any number, and I don't know how many there are, but there's an infinite number of things called paper parties, where somebody makes a website and writes down a platform, but they never get to the stage that we did of actually running a candidate for federal office. In terms of functioning political third parties, I'm sorry my phone's beeping. It's because it's away from the base.
It's okay. I think you're still okay.
Okay, there's a handful, and none that are really competing, not like we seem to be in our first year, meaning James Hinton's 25% of the vote in California's 5th District congressional race is, by my count, higher than any third party this year or independent candidate in a national race, except for the guy who ran against Pat Roberts' seat in Kansas. But it's certainly higher than any first-time candidate. It was higher than Cindy Sheehan's 16%, who has a well-known name. And what's great is Hinton's votes per dollar was shocking. It was the highest in the country, meaning he only spent a few cents per vote for his 30,000 votes. Compare that to Bloomberg, who spent $185 per vote. So to me, what this says is one thing: the program works. And we've talked really quickly, and then I really want to get into Pinckney for the remainder of this, but there's that party called the After Party that was started by the Adbusters crew from Occupy. And that's been getting a lot of hype and a lot of press, but that's nothing more than a paper party. They had no candidates. So just a bunch of guys who wrote down a platform. So we're not even in the same league with them anymore. So if you want to be a candidate, please write to me at TaxWallStreetParty@gmail. The best way to reach me is also Facebook. Facebook.com/Daniela G. Walls, Daniela G. Walls. Also write to Webster. Is that okay, Webster? Would you like to give out your...
Yeah, sure. I explained that if you prefer to communicate via the internet, go to tarpley.net, and there's a speakers bureau. You go in there. There's a contact feature. You can send something directly to me. So whichever way you do it, we're gonna try to contact you as fast as we can. Please be patient, obviously, because the demand is great.
And And please put in the subject line, attention, all caps, candidate, your name, and your state. I am a candidate, all caps, attention. So if you don't get any immediate response, just keep knocking again until you do. Don't take it personally. It's just because we're focusing right now our energy for the next month on Reverend Pinckney. So Reverend Pinckney, I don't know if he let you know that his sentencing is December 15th. And Pinckney is the decisive struggle of our time. I've had to steer all of our volunteers in the party and all of our state affiliates toward helping now, also all of our international affiliates. This month, because it's a real emergency, we have 2 years for campaigning. This does not mean we are ignoring you. You are in my heart. I just have to re-steer this toward Pinckney. So this month, over the holidays, it's going to have to be all Pinckney. I've told all the new candidates, managers, activists, that, like we said, the candidates have 2 years, but Pinckney could go to jail after this 1 month. So
1 month. That's it.
Yeah. Yes, we have 1 month. That's it. So we have the Tax Wall Street, and I know you love this website, that we have all these international affiliates forming. And they're coalescing in different European countries. So if you are in another country and you're interested in communicating, again, contact us. Again, until we respond. And please contact Tarpley especially because he wants to talk to our international affiliates. But right now, all of the international affiliates we have are going to their foreign ministries in their countries, and they are having them, as you call it, convoke, which means to call in, summon their U.S. ambassadors and say, we demand explanations from you about this outrageous human rights violation. Many people would say that the most effective organization is on the ground in Benton Harbor, and we would say that that is wrong. The most effective organization is not local, it's worldwide. This needs to be done right now. If you are in a foreign country, go to your foreign ministry and get the American ambassadors involved and also use the OSCE. Google the OSCE. It stands for the Office of Security and Cooperation in Europe. Go to your foreign ministry, contact your American ambassador, and go to the OSCE Human Rights Division. If you would like to ask me for more instructions on how to do this from a foreign country, please contact Webster Tarpley through the Speakers Bureau or contact me and write in all caps, I'd like to Reverend Pinckney help from your respective country and your name. And we will get back. That will take first priority for the next month. And so that's where I'm at right now. Just contact us, and the attention's going to be on Pinckney.
Excellent.
We can get more into what we've learned.
I'm afraid the music is telling us that our time is up. Thank you, Daniela.
@gmail. Thank you. Bye-bye.
We'll see you soon in the near future. Probably weekly reports on the Pinckney mobilization. Back in a minute on World Crisis Radio.
We've been patiently waiting while you tried to ignore us, waiting while you acted like we didn't exist, waiting for our chance to be taken seriously. The wait is over. GCN is available 24/7 at GCNlive.com. Navigate through news from your favorite hosts and download archives of past shows. Download the app on your smartphone or tablet or visit GCNlive.com for instant access and live streaming. GCNlive.com, the future of talk radio, now at your fingertips.
Hi, I'm Sam Nussbaum, WellPoint's Chief Medical Officer. We proudly support the March of Dimes mission to improve the health of babies and fight premature birth. We're helping the March of Dimes fund breakthroughs in research and community programs that help more moms have full-term pregnancies and healthy babies. Join us in working together to provide children with a healthier start in life. Visit marchofdimes.org.
I am so excited. My Ghost 80% AR-15 rifle just arrived. I bought it from guns80.com. I've wanted an 80% AR-15 ever since my buddy Mark got his. I just had to have one. And when I was on the website at guns80.com, not only did they have a great deal on the Ghost ARs, but I also found lots of other really cool stuff. And they're 80% specialists. At guns80.com, they have a great selection of pistol kits and rifle kits. All of them can be legally shipped straight to your front door. 80% lowers and jigs starting at $50. 80% rifle kits, $500. Everything you need to build an AR in your home, all at guns80.com. Cool part, 100% legal in most states. So, get your AR-15 today. I got mine mine now. It's your turn. Go to guns80.com. I can't wait to get mine built. Get your Ghost AR-15 today at guns80.com. Go to guns80.com. That's guns, the number 8080.com.
The experts at Web.com want to build your business a successful website for free, just like we did for these current Web.com customers.
We've used and looked at other website designers, but there's nobody better than Web.com.
Web.com can build your website in as little as 7 days free. Plus, we'll promote it on all the major search engines like Google, Yahoo, and Bing. If after 30 days you're happy, we'll continue to provide promotion, hosting, support, and maintenance, all for one low monthly fee. If not, cancel and pay nothing.
If you're in business today and you don't have a web presence, you won't be taken seriously.
Call right now and you'll also get a free .com or .net domain name for your new website powered by VeriSign, the world's leading domain name provider.
Call 800-297-0154. That's 800-297-0154.
No upfront charge for site build, after which ongoing fees apply. Rights to site are relinquished when canceled. Domain included during active service, after which fees apply.
That's 800-297-0154.
With autumn in the air, it's time to think about getting ready for winter. And it's time to save at herbalhealer.com. You'll find amazing seasonal savings to prepare you for the fight against cold and flu season. Like Oregacillin to promote lung health. 30 capsules, regularly $34.95, now only $25. HHA olive leaf, the natural antiviral, normally $16.95, now 60 capsules are just $12. HHA elderberry power, a great flu and virus fighter, regularly $16.95, 60 capsules, now $10. Save on all our homeopathic detoxes. Choose from lungs, kidney, liver, brain, libido, or whole body, normally $26.95, now just $20. Visit herbalhealer.com and click on the Fall Winter Specials button to save on all our natural cold and flu fighting products. Also explore our Herbal Healer Academy correspondence courses that teach you how to handle your health naturally. herbalhealer.com, healing the world with nature, one person at a time, since 1988.
The nation's largest independently owned and operated talk radio network. The Genesis Communications Network. G.
Welcome back to World Crisis Radio. Now, we've got to speed it up. We've got quite a bit to cover and only 2 segments left. Here's our situation now. One additional element to add to this Republican Kerry Skull and Bones war coup. That is this question of who is the U.S. bombing. You remember on Friday, November 7th, 1 week ago, Washington Post front page above the fold, Syrian rebels reject report on airstrikes. And you'll recall in that one we had Charles Lister of the Brookings Institution Doha Center in Qatar saying that this was a huge turning point. The U.S. had bombed Nusra in addition to ISIS, and they reported all kinds of rage among various terrorist circles. And this guy then raving, quote, the U.S. may now have lost Syria, says this guy Lister in his Twitter account. We also have look at the CBS News is maybe clearer. CBS News on November 6th, U.S. bombs ISIS foes in Syria. And the idea is that the U.S. is bombing the Al-Qaeda branch in Syria. That means Nusra, and a huge brouhaha. Some guy saying, we're tired of people saying they're coming to help us and then they kill us because he's a terrorist fighting against Assad. He expects the U.S. to help. Maybe he was promised that by Walnuts McCain. You get the idea. So there's another factor, right, saying essentially the pro-terrorist people saying, you know, we've got to get in there and save our terrorist assets, our secret army. Otherwise, who knows what happens after that. All right. Now, a lot of high-level diplomacy. Okay, we've just had the various leaders, right, meaning Putin, President Xi, Obama in Beijing. They then go on to the That was APEC. Then they go on to ASEAN in Burma.